damages the eye badly. I'm seeing reports this morning that he has multiple orbital fractures.
Has that been verified by X-rays? Because it's one thing for a promoter
unless they
to say,
post the unless they post the X-rays, I'm going to assume that until we see evidence, it's TBD.
That's right. You're right, Ken. It's so important.
Of course he's going to say he has a broken orbital bone. He
not only that, the promoter too. So I'm not calling Tom Hearns a liar, but it's easy afterwards to say he broke his face, because I think that was one of the quotes. He got his face broke. All right, you could say that, but is it literal? Is it literal? Did he literally get his face broke? Or is that just a term that we use, and flippantly, where you could just say, hey, he broke his face. But did you do an X-ray to see if there's actually a break in the bones? I don't know
100%.
that. Yeah, I don't know that we've gotten that proof yet. And I want our audience to know that. Until you got that proof, you could say anything. But until you got that proof.
Soon as he didn't come out, you knew that there was going to be, he had a broken orbital bone, a ruptured spleen, like take your pick. He has to have a reason for not coming out of the...
But he doesn't know it's broke. He doesn't know it's broke.
Exactly. No one does. He just knows his eye. I mean, his eye was damaged, clearly. But you could see him doing that thing, when the
he was in a distressful situation that, guess what, Ken? That's part of the world for fighters. At one point or another, you're going to be in that world. It's a world of distress. It's a world of pain. It's a world of agony. It's a world of threat. It's a world of risk. It's a world of fear. It's a world of danger. It's a world that you might not ever be the same again. Yeah, that's the reality. That's the reality. And listen, I'm not knocking anybody for stopping it. The fighter, I'm not. Get that clear, people. I'm not knocking a corner. You're looking out for your fighter. If that's what they felt, they don't have an X-ray machine, so in the corner, last I checked. But if that's what they felt, obviously they're not going to stop it unless the fighter's going along with it. Get that clear. I've been in this business 45 years.
Billy Joe was doing that thing, if you watch closely, and I've seen this before, where the doctor or the trainer's trying to look in the eye and they're trying to pull it open. And you can see that the fighter is squeezing as tight as he can, like, no, I can't open it. And maybe it was irritated, but it opened, it closed. But when they're trying to look at it, can you see? You could tell that he was basically saying, like, no, I can't see, whether he uttered those words. But as soon as you say you can't see, the fight's over. Nevertheless.
What's good, family? So mash the like button and subscribe. So, a number of things we must get to in this video. First things first, as you've seen by the title, Billy Ho Saunders and Eddie Hearn have been undertaking fake news campaign over the last 3-4 days. I've got in particular sources, which are obviously for particular reasons, for security and safety reasons, we can't mention them. Let's not forget, Billy Ho is associated with El Trapahan, so it ain't no laughing matter. Oh, YB, why do you never release your exclusive clandestine sleeper cell sources? Well, now you know why. Yeah, MTK ain't no joke. El Trapahan ain't no joke. I'm having to move from your boy YB's moving from safe house to safe house to keep these man on. I'm on the run right now. Truth be known, I'm on the run right now. You man need to do the most supporting and whatnot. Your boy YB's on the run. I'm going from basement to basement, no doubt. Anyway, back to it. End of the day, like I just told you, man. MTK, funded by MTK, Eddie Hearn and Billy Ho Saunders have been conducting a fake news campaign to convince you all that his eyes really bust. In reality, I'm hearing from sources in the hospital, in the team, Billy Ho Saunders' team, Matchroom, and even MTK themselves, that it was nothing more than a bruise. Yeah, there was no operation, there was no hospital. Billy Ho went downstairs, Eddie Hearn organised the ambulance, because they have to have ambulances there anyway. Eddie Hearn said to the ambulance, listen, pick him up and drop him back to the Marriott. Yeah, Billy Ho got picked up by the ambulance and got dropped off at the Marriott. And that's the end of it. And he was ordering room service by about 10 p.m. that night. No doubt. Sorry, not 10 p.m. 1 a.m. in the morning, ordering room service. There went no hospital. Now, many detractors will say, oh, YB, where's your sources? Where's your sources? Well, never mind my sources. What we need to know is, this can be easily refuted. Where's the evidence? Let's not forget, Mr. Eddie Hearn loves to be rock hard about evidence. Eddie Hearn came out and said, Daniel Dubois, you're lying. You haven't had a broken eye. I think it's little more than a bruise. That's what Eddie Hearn said about Daniel Dubois. Now, I'm not saying anything. I'm just telling you what the sources close to the situation are reporting to me. And they're telling me exactly the same thing. This is nothing more than a scratch. And to be honest, the amount of pressure I'm putting on these cats, I'm hearing that they're probably going to release some fake news thing anyway. Some fake scan. But the reason it's important is, number one, Eddie Hearn said, if there ain't no scan, it's fake news. That's what he said about Daniel Dubois. Now his man, who very suspiciously, Billy got touched on the eye, didn't look bad at all. His eye weren't closed. Look at Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor had no eye. He couldn't open it even a little bit. Billy, bear in mind as well, the doctors didn't stop this fight. No matter what Eddie Hearn likes to say, Eddie Hearn's chilling now. Oh, well, doctors stopped it and Mark Tibbs stopped it. No. Billy stopped it. Don't believe anything else. Billy stopped it. He didn't want no more. That's the long and the short of it. You man can be mad and anything else. Simple as that. Very suspect circumstances did this fight end. He got hit once. He wasn't getting pummeled for rounds. Got hit once and he hopped out. I got people telling me, oh well, why? But it's obvious his eye was broken in 3 places because Canelo Alvarez knew. Since when is Canelo Alvarez got X-ray in his hand? I'd love to know that. I'd love to know where Canelo Alvarez got X-ray in his gloves. Or better yet, I'd love to know where Canelo Alvarez got a 10-year medical degree from. Because he must have one, since you man, oh well, it's obvious. Eddie Hearn said, oh, it's obvious it was broken in 4 places. But you could tell from when you saw it. I didn't see anything, genuinely. It looked nothing more than a little bit of bruising, a little bit of a scratch. And what you got to remember as well, when you watch the fight, watch Billy Ho's legs. In that 8th round, before he got hit, his legs were done, and he realised it. He knew the penny was dropped, and he didn't want to go spark out. Even before he got hit in the 8th, his legs were gone. He couldn't run no more. And then it all kind of conveniently worked out for him. He thought, oops, I've got no gas in my legs, and I've just been bopped on the eye. I'm not disputing. I'm not sitting there telling you he didn't get touched at all. No. Yes, he got a bruise. No doubt, 100%. I've got no problem telling you, no problem admitting he had a bit of a bruise and a bit of a swollen eye. Same as Josh Taylor did. Nothing more, nothing less. There ain't no, you know what Billy Ho's like now. Oh, well, I got broken in 3 places, and my cheek, and my eye, and my cranium, and my crown. My man's just listing different places. My man's now listing different places in his head. I guarantee you, yeah, if you checked Billy Ho Saunders' Google history, you'd find him searching for all the different bones in the head. That's what he's done, no doubt. Oh, it's this bone, that bone. Just so he can list them off, 100%. Oh, it's the cheek, it's the nose, it's the cranium. Just 100%. To draw, just throw them in there now, just for giggles of it. Just to make sure, or just to get you fake fans out there to shill for him. Oh, well, YB, it's obvious. Look at all the bones he's listed that are broken. No, there weren't no bones broken. Okay, how about that? Since everyone else has X-ray in their eyes and they can see everything, how about I tell you, I can see it too. And it weren't all them things people are saying it was. And if it was, where's the evidence? I want to see the evidence, just like Eddie wanted to see the evidence. And never mind my opinion, never mind what I want to hear. Like I told you, man, that's what the sources are telling me. The sources are telling me the ambulance took him to the Marriott to sit down for a hot sec. No doubt. I rang the hospital. They ain't never heard no Billy Ho. That's what we do know. And if you disagree, how about you, man? You, man, pick the phone up and you ring and see if the hospital ever heard of him. Not even a bit have they heard of him. A name like Billy Ho, it's not a usual name over there in Texas. Yeah? No doubt. So, anyway, that's the end of that now. I brought you, man, the news. The news, oh, well, it's broken in 3. It's this, oh, look. No. Yeah, Eddie can be shilling. Oh, well, it was this. He got all this massive injury and he's running into surgery. And if you want more proof that there weren't no surgery, again, look at Tyson Fury's behaviour. Tyson Fury's Billy Ho's best friend. Fury was in Miami after 10 hours. Do you think a man who's best friends with Billy Ho would have just dipped off so expeditiously if Billy Ho was whacked to pieces? No, he wouldn't have done. He'd have sat there. But fair play to Eddie. He's a massive shill, of course. But he's doing his job as a promoter. And you heard from him, never mind my opinion, never mind the evidence, never mind what the sources are saying, never mind the hospital has never heard of him. How about Teddy Atlas? a bona fide trainer, not a goofy 2021 Instagram trainer like, what's his name? Ben Davidson. No, Teddy Atlas certified. Teddy Atlas saying, where's the evidence of it? Wait, never, broken. And Teddy Atlas, again, is a historian of the game. He knows all the tricks in the book. This isn't some... Obviously, in this problem, you see, Billy Ho, because of his nature, has attracted a lot of casual fans who they can't tell the wood from the trees. Oh, well, Eddie said it, so it must be real. Fast Car said it, so it must be 100% real. This, by the way, Eddie's the same man who's told us it's signed and it's coming. The AJ fight, that is. Eddie Hearn's been telling us for 6 months the fight's signed and it's done. So you can't believe what he says. Unfortunately, that's the position we're in now. I thought Eddie was quite trustworthy, but the last week or so, I'm done with him now. In terms of trustworthiness, he's gassed us up about the AJ fight, saying it's signed every 2 minutes. Like today he came out, oh well, it's signed, but it's going to be 14th or 7th. Since when does a fight have 2 dates? Just gassing the place up, no doubt. Anyway, the point is, Teddy Atlas is certified. Yeah, we need the receipts. Because think about it, if Billy Ho's been in hospital so consistently, and he's got all these injuries, it's not as if he's looking to be private about it. People say, well, YB, it's private medical information. Why would he share you the scans? Guess what? Number 1, Kell Brook did. Number 2, Eddie Hearn requested the same from Daniel Dubois. Eddie Hearn he brought it on himself. He set the medical standard. Well, he set the industry standard. Eddie Hearn didn't say, you know what? Frank said that Daniel Dubois' eye was completely bust. I'm going to go with that. Eddie Hearn said, Frank, I don't believe Frank. The industry standard for boxing now is you must show proof. Because at that point, Eddie Hearn was sitting pretty on the basis that when it was his fighter, Kell Brook, they released it. But unfortunately, much has been this case over this last week. What goes around comes around. When you're slagging off Daniel Dubois, in fact both of them, Eddie and Billy Ho, they both slagged off Daniel Dubois. Now, Daniel Dubois got them looking real silly. Because number 1, Eddie, we want to see the receipts. No doubt. Because you didn't have no problem throwing them out there when it was Kell. Now all of a sudden, when there's so much damage, and it's free in the cheek, free in the jaw, free in this metatarsal, just, reeling off all the different medical names, all the different, you know what I'm saying, specific bone names, rattling them off, trying to add credibility to it, because obviously the casual fans ain't got a clue about nothing, hopping on Eddie, like Eddie gonna tell you the truth, just like Teddy Atlas says. This isn't a new trick. I know you casuals, again, can't tell the wood from the trees, but don't listen to me. Listen to Teddy Atlas, bona fide boxing don. The trainers, they're incentivized. That's why proof is necessary. And since Kell Brook put his out, where's yours then? And again, people say, well, YB, it's private medical information. Why would he publish that? He had no problem publishing all the details of it. Fair enough, if you're private, and you just say, well, listen, I'm private. I don't want people knowing my business. Why you start mentioning, oh, well, I've got three bones are broken in the cheek, 3 bones are broken in the jaw, 3 bones are broken in the eye. That seems, is that not private medical information as well? That's what I don't understand. Which is it? Are we being loosey-goosey with the information? Oh, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to stick it on the fans and tell us all what it is, show us the evidence of it. Or don't say anything. Or you could have said, you know what? Look, there's no comment. Eddie, Billy, what's wrong? What happened? What is the extent of the injuries? No comment. It's private medical information. Not going to share that with you. But if you're going to come out and share it, you best provide the evidence. It's like me telling you, oh guys, my name's YB. I'm 6'5" and look like Adonis. YB, where's the evidence? Oh well, I don't need no evidence. Oh no, just believe my word for it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. Even though the shilly fans will tell you it does make sense. End of the day, Teddy Atlas, 100% correct. And never mind Teddy Atlas, I'll give you the information. I'll give you the sources. I'll give you the drop on everything. I'm out here moving from basement to basement, from the MTK, from the Cabal, from El Trapahan, trying to lay low. These cats trying to hunt man down. And you know what I'm saying? I'm out here. All the way out here as well. The only one exposing it piece by piece. Everyone else want to brush over it and shill for their man. I haven't heard one man, even look at Tyan Booth, big fake looking ass. Oh, well, Billy didn't really quit, and but he loves to mention the black quitter, doesn't he? Oh, Tyan loves the black quitter, but you can't. What happened to your man Billy? Oh, well, no, he didn't really quit because his marked hips. Wow. And he's meant to be the big, oh, yeah, Tyann. It's a muppet. That's what he is. A shill. Paid off. 100%, no doubt. 100%, no doubt. Anyway, listen, before I go, let me get to the, let's break down some of the quotes that Teddy said. He starts off by saying, has it been verified by x-rays? Nope. Of course the promoter's going to tell us that. Of course Billy Ho's going to tell us that. It's easy to say you got a broken face. Is it literal? Without proof, anyone can say anything. And most importantly, at the end, they both disclosed the part that I've told you, man, about. Where Billy, when the doctor was interviewing his eye, or when the doctor was inspecting his eye, he was doing it, he was clenching it as hard as he could. I'm hearing that Billy Ho nearly blew out, because obviously the eye's very sensitive, yeah? I'm hearing that Billy almost blew out some of the small and sensitive blood vessels in his eye because he was squeezing so hard. No joke. I'm hearing that most of the injury, if any, comes from that. In fact, he was clenching his eye so damn hard, trying to hop out of there. But obviously, despite his best efforts of trying to scam the doctors, the people who, guess what, put it this way, yeah? Never mind all you man like Eddie and all you couch potato dons, all you casual fans saying, oh no, it's obvious, YB. What are you talking about? It's obvious it was broken 3 times in 6 different places. Obvious that was. Never mind your man's opinion. Guess what? The doctor didn't think so. The man who's trained, the man who does his day in, day out, he wasn't watching over TV. He weren't, you know what I'm saying, doing no goofy thing. He was in front of Billy, touching it. And in his professional opinion, guess what he said? He didn't say, you know what, it's broken in 6 different places and it's broken in a million different. He didn't say that. He said, game on. That's what the official said. So when Eddie says, oh, it's obvious, I saw it from the first time. It's a shame, Eddie. It's a shame the doctor didn't think so too. And that's another piece of key evidence here that it's all fake news. If it was that bad, doctor, you know what? Can't do this. He's got broken here, broken there, broken here, broken there. Doctor said, game on. Even with Billy laying it on thick, clenching his eye and popping his blood vessels. Begging the doctor to call it off. He wanted nothing more than the doctor to call it off. Because then he could say, oh well, I'd fight on. I can't believe it. My doctor, oh, it's a travesty. I told you. No word of a lie. If the doctor had called it off, you know what you'd be hearing now. Oh well, I was coming back strong and, oh, the doctor, they rigged it. They got me. Oh, I told you. It's a fake game. Eddie Hearns, he lied. That's what he'd be saying, no doubt. Eddie be getting the... This is the thing about Eddie. That's why I don't rate Eddie. Because them man, Billy Ho and Fury were roasting Eddie all week, yeah? And now Eddie's the best friend. Eddie's the one staying over. While Fury gets out of Dodge. And like I said, if the doctor had called it off, you best believe, Billy would have been ranting and raving about Eddie fixed it and the doctor pulled it off and I told you it's a big fix. The fix was in. I'm even hearing that people are saying the fix is in anyway. Oh, look, Billy, but the fix is in. Canelo, yeah, he cheated. It was obvious he was going to cheat. That's what I'm hearing, no doubt. Anyway, listen. I'm glad that Teddy Atlas confirmed professional boxing don exposed it. Just like I did, with facts. Doctor, who was in front of it, not on TV, not nowhere else, not no couch potato don, looking ass. He said, nothing wrong with it. You, man, seem to think there was something wrong with it. I didn't see anything. All I saw was a little bit of bruising and a little bit of a scratch. See, much worse. His eye was pinging open. The minute the fight was off, the minute the fight was done, there weren't no clenching in his eye no more. His eye was nice and open. You watch Billy Ho walk back to the ring. Walk back from the ring to his changing room. Both eyes wide open. Yeah? He was wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, no doubt.